I almost don't want to do this video. I really don't want to develop competition for these great guitars. They're hard enough to find as it is now. I've been developing what I would call a sub-collection. In this sub-collection, I've been focusing on two different lines of Fender Squier guitars. First, I've been purchasing what are called Squier Vintage Modified guitars, of which there's a video forthcoming, and I'll cover them in great detail then. I've also been collecting just older Squier guitars in general, based upon the condition and specifications of each guitar that I find. You may ask yourself, why? Well, to be honest, they're great instruments. They usually have specifications like Rosewood fretboards, excellent pickups, and are just really well-made guitars. In some cases, in my opinion, they're better made than what's available on the market new today. Case in point, this made in China 2014 classic vibe 60s Stratocaster in Burgundy mist with a matching headstock. It is a beautiful rosewood fretboard, and just about everything on the guitar is in excellent condition. The guitar is in a unique color and unusual with the painted headstock. This color and Lake Placid Blue both had painted headstocks on the models and were limited run models, so as a result they're difficult to find and very collectible. The one flaw with this specific guitar, the electronics are shot. The volume control pot cuts in and out, and one of the tone pots doesn't work at all. I've tried all of the usual things like cleaning the pots, but to no avail. I could replace the pots individually, but decided to go another path. I was on Stratosphere.com's eBay store and found a quick solution to the problem. They had a Fender Ventura 2 60s Stratocaster loaded pickguard, pre-wired in Strat Mint green for only $149. So basically I got an entire pickguard with the wiring harness and the pickups all brand new installed that was pulled from a Ventura 2 60s Stratocaster. For those of you who do not feel comfortable building out a new wiring harness for your Stratocaster and have basic soldering skills, then installing a loaded pickguard is really the way to go. You get a fully functional and tested wiring harness and pickups that all you need to do is remove your old loaded pickguard and then solder a few grounds and the two leads going to the output jack, and you're pretty much done. Back to collecting older Squier guitars. Another reason to collect these types of guitars, they are available only in limited supply and not only hold their value, but in most cases actually increase in value. The guitar in this video falls into this category. Originally, when released, this guitar's manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, was $579, which, to be honest, I was kind of surprised by. Most of the classic vibe line of guitars that exist today that are in new condition, the MSRP is normally less than $550. In mint condition, this specific guitar will go for between $500 and $700. Even a non-working guitar like mine will go for around $400. Normally, I would not modify one of these guitars because I attempt to purchase them in working order and I want them in original condition so they hold the most collectible value. Most of my vintage modified guitars are in mint, if not new condition. Some actually still have the plastic on the pickups, pickguards, and everything else. It has taken me a long time to find them. This guitar is the exception, though, to all of it. I purchased it because I knew that I could freely modify the guitar without guilt. Now that I've replaced the electronics in this Stratocaster with an upgraded version, to be honest, I don't really know what the resale value would be. But it doesn't really matter though, because I don't really intend on selling it. It is too cool looking, amazingly playable, and sounds great both unplugged and plugged into an amp. She comes in at around 8 pounds and 9 ounces, which is a little on the heavier side for a Strat, but still very manageable. Stay tuned for my Squier Vintage Modified videos. I've managed to collect 7 of them so far and hope to snag more. They all have rosewood fretboards and Seymour Duncan designed pickups. What's not to love?